Congressman Rob Wittman with us right now from Virginia, the Vice Chair of the House Armed Services Committee, House Select Committee on Strategic Competition between the United States and China. So he's an important player in this. Congressman, always great to have you. A lot of people are saying enough that China, with all its provocative actions, and we reward them with a lot more economic, activity and a lot of business activity, that even though it hurts us to maybe cut ties or not have as strong ties, that it's the right thing to do. Where are you on this?
Well, listen, I believe that we need to be very stern with China. American dollars should not be helping the CCP modernize its military, Neil, or violate human rights. And bottom line, U.S. companies should not profit from investments that fuel the empowerment of the Chinese Communist Party. That's fundamental. And we see what China's doing in its aggressive behavior. The United States, in any way, shape, or form, should not be facilitating that.
I think I've addressed this before, Congressman, but this notion of, really getting tough with China economically, it always comes back to the idea, well, they need us a lot more than we need them. And there's probably a great deal of truth to that, Congressman. But for a lot of Americans, it will mean higher prices of Chinese goods. And since a lot of goods in the United States are Chinese goods, it's going to boomerang on them. Are the American people prepared for that? Should they be prepared for that?
Well, Neil, I think it's our responsibility, all leadership across the spectrum, legislative and executive branch. We need to communicate to the American people the depth and breadth of the threat that we face from China. And we cannot be facilitating that by massive investments into Chinese Communist Party military modernization, because that's like feeding the wolf that's going to eat us. We have to do that. And we have to also make sure there's transparency, Neil. Everybody needs to know, with every penny that they invest, whether it's through their retirement fund or through their investment managers, do any of those dollars go to support the Chinese Communist Party? That's the way we're going to get our arms around this, and that's the way people will have a choice. But until we do that, then people, I think, are going to be believing that they're not part of this, and they may indeed be in an investment fund that is feeding the Chinese Communist Party.
All right, we'll see what sorts out here. Congressman Wittman, always good having you. Thanks for joining us.